I can't pretend to be one of these lads, you know. I don't really fit the bill in terms of what's required of being one of these lads. You know, I don't really drink excessively for a start. I don't enjoy any sort of confrontation, which is weird because I present myself in a way that suggests I would quite like to be attacked, but still no. Still no. It's just a look. Please don't stab me. My friends are annoying me recently. They've started using annoying phrases. They use the phrase YOLO quite excessively. I don't know if you heard this for a few annoying people in. They've started using this one, where if you do things by half measures in their eyes, or if you don't sort of fully commit to a night in their opinion, they'll say, oh man, we can go hard or we can go home, yeah? We can go hard or we can go home. We just do things properly, man. We can go hard or we can go home. Unfortunately, if you reply with yes, let's go home, that is not a respected comment in their eyes. We should go home. Is that really an option? No? Yeah, that probably early on gives you an indicator of what sort of person I am. My rap career is not flourishing.
My wife made a New Year's resolution this year. She decided we're both getting older and life seems shorter, so she really doesn't want to waste any of her time on sleeping with me anymore. She really wants those 3 or 4 minutes every month to really focus on her drinking. But it's not stopped her pointing out how fat I'm getting. And she sees no double standard here. I have said, you know, that sex is a form of exercise, and she said, no, not the way you do it, no. Exercise is defined as a sustained period of physical activity, and the correct word for what you do is a spasm.
I went for a walk along the beach earlier. I'm walking along the beach, and this woman came up to me. She said, do you like my flip-flops? I went, yeah, now put your bra back on. Anyway, you might not know this, right? But ladies and gentlemen, my wife is always going on about her weight. Have we got any ladies in the audience always going on about their weight? So it's not just mine then, not my wife does my head in. It's always, I said, listen, love, I said, you've got to know what you're putting the weight on. She went, I know what I'm putting the weight on. I said, well, what are you putting the weight on? She said, well, listen, she said, before we got married, she said, I used to come home, I used to look in the fridge and go to bed. She said, now we're married, she said, I come home, I look in the bed and go to the fridge.
Grown up, I'm 36 now, right? I've got a mortgage, I've got no kids, got no missus, nothing like that, but I pay my bills, you know what I mean? But every now and again, right, something will transfer me into childhood, something will make me feel like a little kid again. Like last year, at the age of 35, I shat myself in public, right? I just clarify this, it wasn't planned. Right? It wasn't like a dirty protest against some sort of higher cause. I didn't walk into local Starbucks pissed off with the fact they don't pay their VAT, curl went off on the floor like that, and then walk out going, that's what you call a fucking frappuccino. I went to Egypt last year. Has anybody been to Egypt? Yeah. But the worst thing, anybody who's not been there, right, my experience of going to Egypt, the only way I can describe it is, have you ever put your finger over the end of a garden hose? Sort of consistency. Look, it's fucking brutal, my friend, isn't it? It's brutal, right? And I should have known the first day we got there, right? The geezer showed us into the apartment like that, and he goes, you've got a beautiful view there, lads. You can see the beach, you can see the ocean. He goes, the view's that good from the apartment, you can even see it from the toilet. I'm thinking to myself, why the fuck would you want to watch that from the toilet? 2 days later, I'm sitting welded to that toilet, pissing out of my arsehole, going, he's right, you know, that is a fucking wicked view. It's a wicked view.
I made the mistake of buying my girlfriend, honest to God, one of those little handheld game system things. I bought her that at Christmas, and I got her one of those games that they supposedly train your brain, right? Now, because I bought it, I get first go. And I've been playing that, and I'm convinced they're designed to terrify you. Because the one I was playing, right, you open it up, the bloke comes up, he says he's a doctor, I don't think he is, right? And he's going, oh, didn't expect to see you here. I'm like, what? Hey, what? And he goes, oh, just pop your age in. And I'm like, all right, 36. And he goes, oh, right, well, what we're going to do now, we're going to find out how old your brain is. I'm like, well, that's 36 as well, isn't it? I didn't have it put in when I was 7. And he goes, no, just see what sort of age it's operating at. I'm like, right, fine, do it then, hurry up. He goes, right, we're going to do 3 tests. Right, first one is just add all these numbers up, just add them up. I'm like, all right, that's easy enough. There you go, fine. He goes, oh, you've done that well. I'm like, yeah, no, thanks. Right. And then he goes, right, just keep taking 9 away from this number now. Just keep doing it. I'm like, that's easy, 81, 72, 63. And he went, oh, that's good, that. I went, I know, it's times table backward, isn't it? Right. And then I'm thinking I'm doing really well. And then he just suddenly announces, right, here's 25 numbers. Look at them for 2 seconds and remember where they are. Go! I'm like, oh, Jesus, what? And then he comes on going, oh, what? Your brain is about 100, mate. Do you know what? I think you've had a stroke. Because and it terrifies you, right? So that's the other thing.